Look at the little doggy. That's a tiny dog. Hey guys, this is Dan. This is my YouTube channel, R3. I decided to make this video. I bought my first motorcycle, a Yamaha YZF R3. So figured I'd do a beginner's review on it. I'm at one of the parks in my local city, one of the parking lots. Anyways, I should get onto it. Well, let me give you a background. About over a decade ago, I rode on my buddy's Triumph Daytona. I'm not familiar with all motorcycles. I'm guessing it's a leader bike. Now, I rode around the neighborhood, so I wasn't able to open it up. I wasn't able to get a full feel for the bike, but that was my first experience. Obviously, I did not take it to the full potential. I got interested in owning a motorcycle recently, so I took a MSF course last month, and then I went bike shopping. I was looking at 600cc motorcycles like a R3. I figured I'd be fine. I'm sure I would grow into it just fine without any hassles, but I kept thinking, I should just start on a 300cc, ride the shit out of it, learn a lot on it, and then sell it. I mean, it was either one or the other. Either I do it that way or I go straight to the R6. And like I said, I'm sure I'd have been fine, but there's something, I'm assuming you learn more starting on a weak bike. And that's what I did. So let's get to the walk around here. So I got the black one, the black R3. I believe it's called the Raven. You cannot see it on the video. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. But it has gold metallic flakes, whatever. It's subtle. It's not overt, but it's there. You'll see it in the sunlight. So that's something to consider regarding the colors, if you didn't think about before. So you got the Yamaha's OEM style indicators. I'd have to say, of all the Japanese brands, Yamaha OEM indicators are probably quite the worst of them all. It's like they're begging you to change it as soon as you buy it, which I probably will do. The good thing is it's on hollow rubber stocks, so if you drop it, I believe it just pops right out, and you could slip it right back in. There's a little plastic clip inside it. These are stickers, if you're wondering. They're not reflective, they're just there, so you could actually remove it if you wish. I might remove the back ones. I don't know. If you look at the wheel, it looks like red rim tape. It's not tape. It's I don't want to make assumptions, but I could tell you it's not tape. It's painted on or such. So it's a nice touch. The Yamaha on the front fender, and the Yamaha below. That's a decal as well. One thing, a point of contention here, is the press photos. The heel guards had slotted holes, and the actual production model, you could see it's clear. So that's kind of a bummer. Kind of looks cheap. I don't know why. I mean, how much more would it have cost for slotted heel guards? I don't know really how much that would have set them back, but honestly, I would prefer the slotted heel guards. The tank is plastic. So, yep, gas tank's plastic. Obviously, there's a steel tank underneath. So this is a love-hate or double-edged sword, whatever, however you want to describe it. What I mean by that is, if you were to drop it and damage the tank, which you will most often do if you're going at a higher speed, you could replace just this side alone. I've searched online for $30. That's right. If you wanna, if you do some damage to it, $30, you get a new side. Obviously, you probably have to replace the fairings. But if this was a metal or steel tank, it would be $300 to $400 to replace it, to make it look brand new. So there you go. Oh, I'm sorry if you hear something. That's my phone. So that's good. But then you have a plastic tank. So some people might not care, others might. Something to consider. There's a little storage compartment here on the passenger seat. I shoved something in there to show you what you could store in there. Let's take a look. There you go. I shoved a little Doritos snack pack. Truthfully, it's when I close it, I could hear it pressing up, so that's as much as you could fit in there. Maybe a wallet, a cell phone, one of them battery packs for charging your phone. Those portable storage batteries. There's that Yamaha OEM. When you turn this on, this vibrates. It looks very, very naughty. I accidentally dropped something on my license plate light cover, and so it fell off. That's no biggie. I'm replacing it with a fender eliminator. Probably one of those Yoshimuras with the LEDs. So yeah, that's it. I mean, don't know what else to cover. When you push the bike along, when you walk it, let's say, put in neutral and you push it with your hands here. It's actually quite light. I remember pushing my friend's Triumph, and it was a heavy bike to push. This one is obviously very light. So instrument cluster, all the usuals, with the addition of the gear indicator, which I mentioned. It's nice to have as a beginner, but try not to rely on it too much. If you decide to upgrade to a different motorcycle, chances are it's not going to have a gear indicator, so that's my 2 cents. There's no warning indicator lights, or is it called hazards? So I don't know. I'm assuming that hazards aren't standard on most motorcycles. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing. It's not too much of a big deal. There's a shift light indicator. It's a white X comes on telling you to shift. That's programmable. You could turn it off and on. You could set what RPMs for it to turn on. The minimum is 7,000. You cannot go lower than that. So I guess that's telling you something about the bike. Also, the break-in period, which my motorcycle's still on, it's they say not to stay on or over 7,000 too long. So I guess that's not an issue. If you be shifting at 7,000, 7,500. But yeah, because it's a smaller CC, you'll be revving it past 7,000 for the power you need. And I mean, you could obviously shift it earlier, around 5,000, be more fuel efficient. I don't know if that's called short shifting or whatever, but you'll have less power, be more fuel efficient. But for the most part, you'll be shifting it above 7,000. The throttle is smooth. It's not jerky at all, so if you actually suddenly pull on it, well, actually, you know, you get some power if you pull on it, but still, it's fairly smooth delivered. As I said, the bike is lightweight. It's low to the ground. Seat height is about 30.9, something like that. So I'm 5'6" for reference. Truthfully, I cannot fully flat-foot it with both feet down. But then again, I'm very light. I'm not a heavy person. I'm a smaller dude, 5'6", very skinny. So when I sit on it, I don't bring the oops, sorry, too busy talking. I don't bring the motorcycle down too much. So even with both feet down at 5'6", at my weight, I clock in about 125. I'm not completely flat-footing it. Obviously, it's not an issue when I just put 1 foot down. Okay, so let's go stare at this part here. When I shift, you can see it hopefully come up. Okay, let's go look at it. See when I hit 7,000, you see it blinking? Yeah, that's the shift light indicator. So that's programmable. You could have it on and off. Okay, the brakes, the front brake is fine. The rear brake is a little soft. So what that means is you're gonna have to apply a lot more braking on the back brakes to feel anything. So as I stated earlier, you'll have to bring the revs up high. These 300cc motorcycles, you have to make use of the upper power band in order to get the power you need. So you'll be shifting later. You could shift earlier, conserve some fuel. But for the most part, you'll be shifting over 7,000. So far in my 100 miles, it does a very good job delivering the power I need so long as I twist the throttle. Was she dancing? I don't know. Looked like she was dancing. But I do a lot of city and urban riding. So this motorcycle suits my need perfectly. Not much freeway riding. Oh, look at that police station. Lots of stop and go. No twisties, unfortunately. So the lightweight nature of this motorcycle is perfect. Overall, obviously, this is a very easy motorcycle to ride as a beginner. I won't make any comments regarding experienced riders. I've seen on the forums there's people who've owned leader bikes and they still bought this motorcycle. Obviously, if it's okay with them. Should be a great motorcycle for anyone. Strictly from the beginner's standpoint, it's very easy, very light, nimble, easy to lean. The engine noise, as you could hear, it's quiet, but it has actual noise. So you can't really sneak up on people because you could actually hear it. I mean, that's no problem. It just needs a little more oomph, if you ask me. But yeah, overall, as a beginner, as my first motorcycle here, this is a very good starter bike. It has enough power. I don't think I'll get too bored of it too quickly. I might even keep it. You know, obviously down the road I'm gonna want something larger. I might just keep this motorcycle. It depends on what exactly I might upgrade to, but I don't know how many miles I'll be racking on this. I'm enjoying it. The first 100 miles was great. You know, it provided everything I expected. No surprises. You know, there's nothing that I felt unsafe about. So provides a decent riding experience. Oh. So yeah, there you go. I'm sorry if I didn't provide you with more information you might be looking for. As I said, this is my very first motorcycle. I'm a beginner, so I've only provided the information I think. You know, if you guys have any other questions regarding the Yamaha R3, just put it in my comments section, and maybe I'll make another video addressing any of your questions. I should mention oh, never mind. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Dan. My YouTube site, channel, whatever. DM R3. Hope to see other R3s around on the road.